Right, so after a lot of setup, we are finally ready to get started with this. This is me recording your Dark Souls walkthrough. So we're starting with Dark Souls because you want to know all about them, and you asked me to do a walkthrough of this. So this is your video. And I love you so very much, and I'm so happy to be making this for you, and I'm going to be working on it for a long time. I already have a build in mind for us. It's going to be a dex build, so very much dodgy and pokey. We're not really going to go big bonk for this, but I can explain all that later as we get to it. So first we're going to hit new game. Right, and we're going to enter our character name. And let's see. I did not think this far. I didn't think about a character name, so we're just going to call it... Let's see, what's a good name from a book? Mikasa. Going Mikasa. So naturally, we have to be female. And typically, the best starter is the warrior starter, because as you can see, it's a fearless warrior. It's a weapon expert, has high strength and dex, which we'll talk about stats here in a little bit. But let's see, for Mikasa, wields a scimitar, high dex. Yeah, that's fine and all. Thief, high critical hit rate. That's pretty good. So if you look on your left side, underneath all the class, gift, and physique, you'll see level, vitality, attunement, endurance, yada 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 yada. Ideally, I'm not getting hit, so I don't really care about vitality because that's your health. I kind of want to go for the thief just because I think it looks like it could be fun. It's very much like a parry and backstab type thing, and I think I'm able to do that fairly well, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to go thief. Gift, so we already start with the master key, I'm pretty sure. Actually, no. Initial equip for thief. So yeah, we can start with a different gift if we want to. We could do the black firebomb. That'd be pretty cool. Let me actually explain what we're looking at here. So Goddess's Blessing is basically just a heal that you have, fully restores HP and statuses. Fire bombs are self-explanatory. They are bombs or fire. It says STD bomb, which I've always thought is really funny. It took me a long time to realize that says standard bomb. And then humanities are things that we can use to turn human, make our bonfires a little bit better, and level up kind of like our general levels here. Binoculars used to peer at faraway objects, yeah. Pendants, nothing really here. Master Key is a really good item that we get as a thief in general, so we'd get 2 if I were to pick this one. What this does is it opens a lot of doors. Like, it is basically it's a cheat to open doors that we would have to like go around and go the long way through. We're not going to really worry about that though, because we get it for free. Tiny Being's Ring grants small increased HP. Not really that good though, because we're Dark Souls. We're not supposed to get hit in general. And then Old Witch's Ring actually comes into effect later, and I'm going to talk about that when we get there. It's not useful though for what we're trying to do. So I think what we're going to do is do the black fire bombs, because they're going to come in use pretty shortly. Physique, Mikasa, you know, she got that dumpy, so we get large lower body here. Face, I would say it looks pretty Mikasa-ish. We need long hair though. Negative. Ponytail seems very Mikasa, but let's do... I like that one. Let's see, pigtails, negative. Bun, and braided. No, if it was a down braid, I feel like that'd work. But let's go ponytail. Ponytail works with some bangs, yeah. Okay, I don't know what color Mikasa's hair is, so we're gonna go black. Good. Why not? Oh, it's gonna have me actually pick one here. So commoner, farmer, royalty. I mean, Mikasa's pretty royal. We could do that. good. Let's do... That's the Ryan Reynolds one if we were to pick the male body. Let's do royalty. Okay, so now we can accept here. And we are good to go. Accept, start game with character. Yes, and I'm not going to talk while we watch the opening cutscene here.
In the age of ancients, the world was unformed, shrouded by fog. A land of grey crags, arch trees, and everlasting dragons. But then there was fire, and with fire came disparity. Heat and cold, life and death, and of course, light and dark. Then from the dark they came and found the souls of lords within the flame. Nito, the first of the dead. The Witch of Izalith and her daughters of Chaos. Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight, and his faithful knights. And the furtive pygmy, so easily forgotten. With the strength of lords, they challenged the dragons. Gwyn's mighty bullets peeled apart their stone scales. The witches weaved great firestorms. Nito unleashed a miasma of death and disease. And Seath the Scaleless betrayed his own, and the dragons were no more. Thus began the Age of Fire. But soon the flames will fade, and only dark will remain. Even now, there are only embers. And man sees not light, but only endless nights. And amongst the living are seen carriers of the accursed dark sign.
The dark sign is what allows us to take in souls to level up. It's basically a vortex for different powers to flow through. So yeah, that just shows us all the different people that we're gonna fight. There was Nito, there's the Witch of Izalith, there's Seath the Scaleless.
Yes, indeed. The dark sign brands the undead. And in this land,
No one's gonna jump out of that grate, don't worry. He stays there.
the undead are corralled and led to the north.
He also stays there, don't worry.
Where they are locked away to await the end of the world.
And then there's Mikasa.
This is your fate.
A rat. Jump scare. That's Oscar. He a friend. We'll call him Armin. Okay, so we are officially in the game now. We have Mikasa with her thick bottom. We look zombified right now because technically we're hollow. That means we have lost our purpose and we are just trying to absorb power. We can go human, which changes our face back to, let me show you. Changes our face from nasty zombie lady, zombie Mikasa essentially, to regular human move around Mikasa. So, we start off with a straight sword hilt. Everybody starts off with that. That's normal. I'm pretty sure, let me make sure I actually have that key and haven't messed up everything. Yeah, master key. Opens any basic lock. The universal key opens any basic lock tool of the trade for thieves, but in the cursed land of the undead, most doors are better left unopened. Except us. We're going to open all of them. We get the thief mask. Mask of sinners. They hide their face, stifle their voices, and hide in shadows. It does not provide much in the way of defense. That's fine. It looks cool. Armor is made of smooth black leather and is extremely quiet, a good thing for those who hide in shadows. The leather itself is thick, offering a decent level of protection. Gloves made of smooth black leather, blah blah blah. Then these basically just all three the same thing, say the same thing here. No rings yet. Black separation crystal isn't anything that we need to worry about. Dark sign is basically just a return to your bonfire, basically a kill yourself thing. So yeah. Okay, our stats. So let's talk about that now. So there's a lot going on this screen, and that's okay. So we're going to start over on the left, up at the top, with our name. We know that. Underneath that it says Covenant. That's basically a group we belong to. It says None over on the right there because we don't belong to anybody. That's fine. We're not going to worry about a Covenant. It's no big deal. We're level 5. That doesn't really matter right now either. We haven't killed anybody, so we have no souls. That's why it says souls and 0. Now these are our actual stats. Let me show you the actual explanations for those. Ooh, stop that. Okay. Parameter determining HP, so how much health we have. Vitality. Attunement is number of spell slots or attunement slots that we have. Endurance determines stamina, equipment load, and resistance to bleed. So, I'm going to break that down. Stamina, obviously, is how much we can dodge and swing our sword before we get tired. When I'm out of this menu, it's the green bar up in the top left corner. Equip load, as you can see in the very center, under HP and stamina, is how much weight we can carry before we're fat rolling. I've explained that one to you. And resistance to bleeding. Bleeding is a status ailment. Once it builds up, we lose 30% of our max HP no matter where we're at. So really good to have that high, and we're going to have it high anyway. Strength, not something we really need to worry about. Required to wield powerful weapons, boosts weapon attack. As you know, there's strength and dexterity. Those are the two main weapon modifiers. Strength, think battle axes for like Drogon and stuff. We're not really going to worry about strength. We might need to up it some just to use some of the weapons later game, but it's not anything crazy right now. Dexterity, same thing, except now pokey instead of like a rapier. Think like a rapier or a knife or something. Resistance, it boosts regular defense and resistance to poison. I never put anything into this. I just deal with it. It's not a huge deal. Intelligence is for spells. We're not going to worry about that. Faith also for spells. We're still not going to worry about that. And humanity. So number of black sprites within one's bosom symbolizes human nature and determines item discovery and resistance to curses. So the more humanities we have, which are where it says 00 up in the top left corner, that's how human we are. And we can spend those kind of like currency to change the world around us. It's easier to explain later, but that's the basic gist of that. So our HP, we have 552. Stamina, we have 90. Equip load, we are carrying 10 pounds, but we can carry up to 49. Weapon damages right there. It's all the same right now, so don't worry about it. Defenses right there. We're not really going to worry about the numbers. But we'll come back to this, and I'll just kind of show you what changes over time. Poise is in the top right. Bleed resistance, poison resist, curse resist are all different status ailments that we can get. So they're all different things that can kind of fuck us over if we're not careful about managing those. They're not crazy in this game. They're not hard to stay away from, so no worries there. Item discovery. So every enemy we kill has a chance to drop an item. And let's see. We can get like super rare items from some enemies. There's one I want to get for this build. It's a dagger, but it's really, really quick, and it does a bleed buildup on other things. So we could inflict bleed on other things. There's also a really good scythe that we could get. Might go that route. I'm not entirely sure yet, but we're going to do a big pokey build. And attunement slots down there is the amount of spell slots we have. We're not really worrying about spells, so it's not anything we need to worry about. Okay. So, we are here. We're going to pick up this item that fell from the corpse. That you can't really see it, but Oscar was up there. He dropped this corpse down for us, and it has a cell key, so we can now open our way out of here. Good. Why you sashaying your hips like that, Mikasa? Stop it. He's stuck in there. Can't get out. These are all tutorial messages. We're going to ignore those for now. Or actually, we're going to ignore them, period, because we don't need them. This is our first guy that we're going to fight. And it's basically just a training dummy. We're just going to, like, slap him a couple times, and then he'll die. Like so. And he dropped us 20 souls. So we're going to move on. We're going to watch our hips sashay a little bit. And then we're going to kill this guy. And now I'm going to dual wield this. So I'm holding my weapon with 2 hands, 1 hand, 2 hands, and then we'll just poke him, get a little bit more damage, but again, it's a broken sword, so I'm not going to do too much. That in there is an Asylum demon. We're not going to worry about him. We'll come back and find him later. Yeah, he just looks really cool, and he's supposed to be scary, just walking there, but he doesn't do anything to us right now. Right, we're going to move forward here. This guy's just chilling out in the water, taking himself a little bath. He gonna die though, because he stinks either way. And we kill everything in here. We're going to go up here, we're going to go up this ladder. Good, we're going to head out this door. And we have our first bonfire. So, we're going to light this. Bonfire lit. Excellent. And we're going to rest. So later on we can level up here, we can change our weapons around, we can store things, we can warp and like teleport later on. But right now we can't really do any of that, so we're not going to worry about it. Let's see. There's nothing really to show you in here, just a little courtyard that we have to go through. We're going to go in here, and we're going to open up these heavy doors. Heaviest doors you've ever seen in your life. And this is technically our first boss arena. So, oh, you can actually, I didn't know that. You can actually see him sitting up there. There's another Asylum demon up at the top of the church there. He's going to drop down on us here in just a second. And what we're going to do is we're going to run, and there's a door right over there. We're going to run through that because we don't really want to fight him right now. Or do we? Yeah, I kind of do, actually. I kind of do want to fight him. That's why I got the black fire bombs. I was going to wait till later, but we're going to use them now. Hey, buddy. Fire. No. Fire. Fire. Ow. We got hit. Well, there goes my no-hit streak. Ow, we got hit again. Fire. One more. We just need to move. Fire. And he's dead. Cool. So we killed him a lot earlier than we needed to. We're supposed to run through there and come all the way back and fight him again. But because we killed him early, we got this super rare drop. It's called the Demon's Great Hammer. It's a good strength-based weapon. And yeah, I mean, that's just something cool that we can do. Not that we needed to do it by any means, but, you know, the black fire bombs just make it super easy. Honestly, I probably could have done that without getting hit, but, you know, it's whatever. Right, we're going to heal up here. And as I've told you before, every time we heal at a bonfire, every enemy except bosses all respawn. So this guy is going to be shooting us with a bow. And we're going to get a shield from this corpse that's right here. That's another message there, and it's going to show us how to block, essentially. So yeah, block. Now we can't really get hit with this arrow. Bink. He's going to run because he's scared. And we're going to get our knife. So this knife is actually really good. It could carry us pretty much through the rest of the game because it's quick and just kind of like wacha wacha, you know. So that's what our build is mostly going to be, is parrying with a good shield, and then we're going to backstab with the knife like so. You can see we one-hit killed him there. So yeah. Right. My controller got stuck. We're going to travel on through. And this is basically just a different area. The fog gates there aren't always boss doors. Sometimes they're just, you know, teleportation areas or places to go through. There's an item up there that we're going to come back and get later on during the game. But we're going to go meet Oscar of Astora real quick, the dude who set us free. We're going to trigger a boulder, and it opens that wall there. There's a dude up there that we can kill. We're going to go up there in just a second, so I'm not going to worry about it at the moment. But inside here, we have Oscar. Hello, buddy. Yeah, he's a friend. He lets us go. And I'm going to hear what he has to say real quick.
Oh, you. You're no hollow. Thank goodness. I'm done for, I'm afraid. I'll die soon, then lose my sanity. I wish to ask something of you. You and I, we're both undead. Hear me out, will you?
Yes, of course, we want to hear him out. He let us go. We should trust him.
Regrettably, I have failed in my mission. But perhaps you can keep the torch lit. There is an old saying in my founder. Thou who art undead art chosen. And thine exodus from the undead asylum maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lords. When thou ringest the bell of awakening, the fate of the undead thou shalt know. Well, now you know. And I can die with hope in my heart. Oh, one more thing. Here, take this. An Estus flask. An undead favorite.
Cool. So he just gave us our healing item, the Estus flask.
And this.
And he gave us the keys that we need. Typically the big pilgrim's key that you see there, typically we'd get that from killing the Asylum demon that we already killed. But where we already killed him, we just get it from Oscar, just to keep things easy.
Now I must bid farewell. I would hate to harm you after death. So go now, and thank you.
Cool. And then...
Now I must bid farewell. I would hate to harm you after death.
So go now. Yeah,
Thank
okay.
you.
So he's just gonna die. Yeah. He's dying. He's going hollow. He's going... Oh. We just heard him die. That's what that noise was. Poor dude. Okay. This just leads us back out to the bonfire that we were at. We're going to head back up top. We're going to go ahead and go through this top area. And then we'll continue on from there. So, parry and stab. So as you saw, the dude, he came at me with a knife. He deserved it. It's all his fault. I did parry, so I can block with a shield, or I can slap swords out of the way by parrying. If I time it right, I parry, and you'll see, just like he did, he like leads himself open to a critical hit. So I parried, and then I went up to him and I stabbed, and it gave me a different animation where I just shove it in his gut and call it a day. That is what we want to do for most of the game here. And thankfully, Dark Souls 1 is really, really forgiving with the parry timing. So there's 2 more dudes around here. We're going to go ahead and we're going to parry this guy as well. Parry and stab. Ah, beautiful mountains. I really love the scenery of this game. It's so good. And we're going to let him come at us. There's a dude with the bow behind him. So we're going to bring him around the corner here. Parry. Oh, did not parry. Parry and stab. We can get different rings that allow us to like get good things from parrying, and that's kind of what I want to do with this playthrough, is really just focus on the parry and the backstab. Like that. Alrighty, so everybody here is hollow. This is called the Hollow Asylum, or the Undead Asylum, essentially. And what it is people who have gone crazy are put here so they can rot away and not worry about anybody else. There's Gwyn, who is in charge of everything. He's the king of cinder, or the king of fire. He's very against hollows, because there's a prophecy saying that there's a chosen undead hollow who will kill him and either link the fire or let the world just fall into darkness. And we'll learn more about that like as we go on. But we are the chosen undead. So yeah. Alright, let me change this around. Okay, good, it's already there. I like having this in the top slot. So we can go ahead and leave. We can get out of here. We're going to open this door with the big pilgrim key that we had. Heavy door. Heaviest door that you've ever seen in your life. And this is basically the tutorial area. We are almost done. We're just going to head up here. There is an item that we're going to get. I think it's over here to the right. We're going to go around this bird's nest here. No, it's not there. It's around the other side. I do that every single time. Bird's nest always gets me. We're going to go down here and swing the... Ooh! My controller got stuck again. We're going to swing left, and there it is. It's just a soul. We can pop that for some more currency, more souls that we can use to level up or buy things. But for now, we're going to get a cutscene, and I'm just not going to talk. And here we go.
Only in the ancient legends
Jump scare.
it is stated that one day an undead shall be chosen.
Feckin' boards.
To leave the undead asylum in pilgrimage to the land of the ancient lords.
So yeah, she's just talking about how we're the chosen undead, essentially. And we're heading to Lordran, which is where all of Dark Souls takes place. It's just the whole area. We got carried off by the bird. We get a pretty cool view of all the places that we're going to be exploring here. But she's going to drop us off here. In this place you know very well, because you've seen me here a dozen times. This is Firelink Shrine. Level up and kindle at bonfires. So now we can rest at bonfires, spend our souls, level up, all that fun stuff. Yeah. Let me go ahead and pop this. And then we want to pop this as well because humanities, as you see, our number went from 0 to 1. Humanities raise our item discovery, so now we have a better chance of getting some like rare items and stuff. But let's go ahead and level up. So you see we have leave, level up, kindle, which will come into play at a different bonfire, and I'll walk you through that as well. And reverse hollowing. Reverse hollowing is how we spend humanities. I'm trying to show you. So we can go from 1 to 0, offer humanity and reverse hollowing. And then we will look normal. We will be normal looking Mikasa again. So yeah, no more zombie Mikasa. Alright, we're gonna level up. Let's see if we can get like 3 levels out of this. Let's go 1, 2, and then we'll get our strength up to 10 as well. Or will we? Yeah, we'll do that. We'll get everything up to a nice even 10, and then I can start just pumping stuff into dexterity. So we're gonna level up. We now only have 300 souls, and then we're done. Alright, so that is the end of the first episode with the tutorial and everything. I'm going to cut it off here, go get everything edited and try to upload it, and then I'll be able to show it to you soon. You're currently asleep in the bedroom right now. It is January 28th of 2025. You fell asleep with Ash in the bed, and when I came to get you, you were really tired, so I just ended up helping you get to sleep and telling you that I was going to come record this. So I'm going to head to bed with you here soon. I love you, baby.